Jai Hind, Har Har Mahadev, I am Kumar Singh. Today in this video I am going to talk about some analysis and some comparison between the Prime Minister Narendra Modi or the PM of NDA or the BJP versus PM of Congress. And specifically I would like to quote three different Prime Ministers of different time. Of course, the first one is the Prime Minister Pandit Nehru, and the second one is the Srimati Indira Gandhi, and the third one is the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The commonness between these three Prime Ministers is that all three were elected at least 3 times and swear as a Prime Minister 3 times at least. So Pandit Nehru, at the time when he became the Prime Minister after independence, believe me, the Congress party were present in each and every state and each and every corner of this nation, each and every block, each and every districts, and you can say that each and every village. Almost the Congress were dominating all over the region of this nation, and each and every village at least have some Congress volunteers, because the background of the Congress is like that they were the party, or at the time before independence it belongs to a movement whose clarion call to got independence and fight against the colonial regime that is the British. So because of that particular movement, all the Indians or citizens after independence were aligned or with the contact of the Congress, and they were supporting the Congress. And because of this reason, the Prime Minister or the Pandit Nehru became the Prime Minister almost 3 times, and at that time there was no any main opponent in the political party available in the 1947. So you can say that all the balls lies in the court of Nehru. He will decide all the things related to the party matter, along with this in the politics also. So there were no as such opposition at the time. He able to win continuously and continue in the power for many years. Now we talk about the second Prime Minister, that is Srimati Indira Gandhi. At the time when the Indira Gandhi became Prime Minister after the death of the late Lal Bahadur Shastri, at the time also there were emergence of the Janata Party, Janasangh and CPI and smaller parties were emerging on the floor, but believe me, still all the oppositions were scattered. They were not unite, and they don't have so much volunteers, so much accessible to all the states, and they don't have too much capacity to fight against the Congress and specifically the Indira Gandhi. But believe me, in 1967 elections, at least the northern belt, that is also known as the Hindi belt region, or from the Rajasthan, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, and right now the present Jharkhand also, or the West Bengal. In 1967, I think the Indira Gandhi or the Congress party specifically lost all the state or by elections in all these Hindi belt region or the northern states. But I still believe, I mean, at the national level there were no as such major political party who can fight against or who can counter the Congress in general. So you can say that even at the regime or at the time when the Indira Gandhi was in power, no any major political party available who can counter the or who can give the befitting reply to the Congress. So they were the, specifically the Congress is the one or the single political party who is dominating the entire sphere of the politics in India in general. After that, and specifically after emergency in 1975 to 77, after the emergency, when the Janata Party and the Janata government came into the power after emergency were revoked, believe me, the first time the non-Congress government is formed or was formed in the center or at the union level. Are you getting my point? So all these scenarios was like that. But when we talk about the present context of the present era, or in the Modi era, or in the Modi regime, believe me, Prime Minister Narendra Modi also swear in 3 times as a PM of this nation. This is the PM Modi 3.0 tenures. But the scenario is totally different. First time in 2014, second time in 2019, and the third time in 2024. Congress and a lot of allies of the Congress, which is known as the UPA, PDA, and so-called the opposition party, were acting like a big and major political parties. And by a fair play, in 2014, the BJP able to get the full majority, and the Prime Minister Narendra Modi take oath as a Prime Minister of this nation. Now the Congress as a political party and the BJP as the political party were leading the 2 alliances. And still after 2014, the 2019 elections, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi able to get the majority, and again in 2014, still Prime Minister able to become Modi is able to become the Prime Minister of this nation, but they lacking few seats, 32 and 33 seats. But still they managed to become the Prime Minister. Believe me, the term specifically 10 to 11 years, or I think I also hope that the PM Modi will going to complete it 10 years till 15 years, and once again he will become the Prime Minister as per my wish. So I would like to say that the analysis or the comparison between these 3 Prime Ministers, that the Indira Gandhi tenures has little bit opposition who were opposing or who were standing against the Indira Gandhi or the Congress, but at the time of the Pandit Nehru, there were no such as major or the mega opposition of the political parties who can counter or give the befitting reply to the Congress. Now the time or the scenario has changed. Now the tenures of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi are during the Modi era, or during the 21st century in India specifically. Even after so much rigorous campaigning by Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party, if Prime Minister is able to win or be in the power in the consecutive 3rd term, believe me, this is the jalwa and the charismatic personality of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And believe me, that personality are more superior, and I believe me, the charisma and the aura of Prime Minister Narendra Modi is more or highly, you can say that if we compare with the Pandit Nehru and so-called Indira Gandhi. So I would like to say that this scenario is different. This match is totally different. The voters are totally different. The number of the quality and the quantity of the voters also manifold multiple times, but still Prime Minister Narendra Modi able to continue in the power in the 3rd or the consecutive 3rd term. So this is the charisma of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. You cannot ignore the fact. Are you getting my point? And this time, so-called those who are putting allegations that so-called vote chori, these were the fake propaganda which is made by Myanmar-based some toolkit gang. And I don't think there was as such the vote chori taken place in the 2024 elections, because if it is possible, then Prime Minister able to get full majority, but his seat is in declining. So if they were able to manage the vote and do the vote chori, then why he unable to get the majority seat in 2024? But when the chief election commissioner and all the elections management or the administration were appointed by the Congress in 2014, and all the chief election commissioner were appointed by the Congress. But at the time 2014, Modi able to be. This is the charisma of Narendra Modi, and this is the hard work which Narendra Modi do in the politics. So politics or the peoples pay the hard worker. So Prime Minister Narendra Modi getting the result as per their hard work. So no matter how much allegations were put forth by the Rahul Gandhi, this will not going to work anymore. The public and the citizens are too much aware to analyze all the things. Situation also changed. The now citizens, the voters are more aware than 1947, or when there was not too much literacy and not too much awareness about the political literacy in the major common fellow citizens. Right now all things have changed, and believe me, Prime Minister Narendra Modi doing well job in their own field. They are serving the nation very well, and I support Narendra Modi, and I think you also support them. Whatever the Congress has done in last 65 years, I don't want to repeat the same thing that they are doing, the corruption, nepotisms, and so on. But believe me, still Congress have a little bit sinus in them. Then I think they should start a fair politics, go to the village level, connect to the common people. You will also build, but they are not doing the job of the politicians. They are following the dynastic politics, that the son of the king will going to become the king in near future. This will not going to happen in the Indian democracy anymore. Now Indian citizens are aware. They are so much political aware that by a thumb or by a fingerprint, they are able to know all the information related to their Prime Minister and what the opposition is doing for the nation. So Prime Minister Narendra Modi as a very visionary and a charismatic personality, I salute them and I support them. That's all. Thank you. Have a great day.